like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
It's the Pudgy Raymond Show. The Pudgy Raymond Show. Wait a minute.
It's Mr. Raymond time. 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 With Sandra too. Yay!
Yay! Hello, Pudgy.
Hi, Mr. Raymond.
How you doing, buddy?
Pudgy good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And how are you doing?
Pudgy's good.
All right. Okay, so let's get through the intro. Welcome to King Dolphin TV, episode 214. You know me, I am Raymond, author of the Dolphin Wars book trilogy and ruler of the best pod in YouTube. And tonight, what can I say? One word, Pudgy.
Yay!
That should say it all. That should say it all. But before I introduce him and before we get started with the show, if you love these interviews, reviews, the fun we have here, the characters we have here, the hedgehog, and please like and subscribe. I'd like to keep this the dolphin train going and maybe make 500 soon. That would be good. Yes, but really, besides the subscribers, I would like to, if you know anybody I can interview out there, please send me their names, emails, carrier pigeon addresses, phone numbers, any way I can reach them so I could set up some interviews. I would really like to do that. So let me welcome our friend and yours, Pudgy. How you doing, Pudgy Hedgehog?
Pudgy good, Mr. Raymond. Yay!
All right. Oh, Pudgy's very cheerful tonight.
Yep.
Is it very, very cold up there?
Oh yeah. And it finally snowed. Although what you can see out of Pudgy's window, it's definitely snowy out there. You know, it's still snowing right now, but there's still grass around, and there's crunchy leaves. You know, Pudgy went outside to jump in the crunchy leaves earlier. Whenever Pudgy went to go get firewood for the wood stove. So and then Pudgy got the firewood and put it in a little cart and pushed it back to the Pudgy underground house. And then Pudgy gets inside, and then the fireplace went out. So then Pudgy had to relight the fire in the wood stove, and then that took a while. And then the field mice showed up, and the field mice are like, "Oh boy, Pudgy, yay, you got the fire going!" And so they hung out with Pudgy for a while, you know. And then Pudgy made tea, and Pudgy made some cookies, and everyone bounced and had fun in Pudgy's house. Yay!
Okay, cool. And so sounds like you had a fun time, but just keep that snow north of the Mason-Dixon. Keep it north. It was cold today.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was cold. My pond froze over. And
oh no!
It froze over quick too. I'm
But
like,
right now is the type of cold weather where everything freezes, but you can't stand on the pond because your foot goes through.
right, yeah, and the fish wouldn't like that too much. They probably just sunk down to below the water and couldn't even feed them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, but about this time, they're probably will at this time it's probably time for them to go into the hibernation anyway.
Yeah, most likely.
Yep. So let us welcome the people that are coming in. We've got Admiral Teague. Hello, Admiral Teague. Welcome to the Pudgy and Dolphin Show. We've got Dan Man Walking, who can't stay out. He's with family for dinner, but he wanted to come in and say hello and support us. Great. Yes, thank you.
Hi.
Hello, Dan Man. Okay, and then we got Dare Bonsai, who
Hi, Mr. Sheep.
Mr. Sheep. Oh, okay, I see. Yep, Dare Bonsai. He says, hello and good evening from cold and snowy South Germany. Wow, Germany's getting snow. Whoa. That's unusual. We got Rose Wolf. Hello, Rose Wolf.
Hello, Mrs. Waffles. Yay.
And let's see. That I think is the
Snoopy, we hear you.
yeah. Yes. Snortapoopa says, hail the Snoop. Yes. I don't know who he's barking at, but he's barking at someone very stridently. Snoopy.
Pudgy can speak puppy dog, but sometimes get the pronunciations wrong. So,
Oh, okay.
so Pudgy says hello, and then they start barking back, and then Pudgy's like, uh-oh, Pudgy said something again. It's sort of like, everybody speaks Spanish if you go far south enough, but then the problem is that, the Spanish that's in one place is not necessarily the Spanish in the other place. And
Yep.
so, like Pudgy knows Donde es mi burrito. Donde es mi burrito means subscribe to Mr. Raymond. But if you go to another part of the Spanish-speaking areas, it might mean subscribe to Admiral Teague.
True that. Okay. John Rendell says, hail Snoopy, king of the tap dancing dogs. Yes. Tiki, tiki, tiki. And let us welcome the amazing wrench team, the pod team. We got our producer, Sandra, the great cooker, the great baker. Oh, I've got pictures of the bread. I got pictures of the final product of the bread. Pudgy, Pudgy, you will go, oh, after you see it. You may jump through the screen. When you see these.
Gluten Dreams and Cinnabon Sweets. Yay!
Yep. And Admiral Teague says, thank you, Pudgy. Okay, we got John Rendell. Fez. Hello, Fez. We got Dalek451 who says, he says, where's Dalek451?
Extrapolate.
Yeah, he says, and I'm just in time. It's Pudgy and Raymond time. Yep.
Hi, Dalek.
Hello, Dalek. And as you can see on my background, if you can see the background, it says, might as well face it, you're addicted to Pudge.
Yay!
Yep. Let's see. We got the first one in, the last one out. Legatus Legionine. hello, my friend. And we've got, yep, now we're ready for the big intro. We are ready for the big intro.
Okay. It's time for the hardest working bear on the internet.
Slaughter Poopers! Cuber! Dot scream. I'm taking over the whole show because of those two slackers. Sniffles, you know he doesn't do Wednesdays, and he talked Major Kong into not doing Wednesday too, which may be a good thing. At least we don't get radioactive. What were you gonna say, Pudge?
Oh, okay. Wherever Sniffles and Major Kong is, hello.
Hello. But you got me. Dot screen. All right. We've got nope. No snort. I can't fight those union stewards. You gotta pick your battles. And when it comes to the unions, I don't know. So no bang bangs tonight. Take care, Dan Man. And I did say hello to Dan Man. Yes, I did. I know I did. Yep. Let's see. And Snowden Poopus reacts with the exclamation points. I'm going to tell that story tonight that you sent on Facebook for those who are interested in it. That's a cool story, Snort. Let's see. John Randall says, I bark, you bark, we all bark for cow ears. Legata says, I think we need Fed for Hire to alter the background screen to have the various ladies of the pod dancing, playing next to Pudgy. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. That, if you're listening, it's something to ponder. Pudgy likes your hat. Very fitting for the season.
Thank you, Dalek.
But it's not red. It's all white. What happened?
Well, Pudgy reveals the reason why Pudgy's Santa hat is white in Chapter 5 of Pudgy Saves Christmas, which is going to be next week.
Okay. So no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers other than one thing. Only one person can wear the red and white hat, and that's Santa.
Okay. Oh, Dan Man Walking went to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, boy.
Man, Snort goes, num. Yep. Texas Roadhouse. No, I don't think we have. Yeah, we do. We have one in south of us.
Yeah, over hill, over dale, make a left, make a right, across the river, up another hill, down another hill, make another left, and then all of a sudden you wind up in Kentucky. Then you gotta make a U-turn.
Yeah, Kentucky's a little too far. Let's see. Oh, Snort says Cobalt's feathers aren't frozen, I hope.
We're gonna find out eventually.
That's if they grew back from all the times we have to introduce Sniffles and Major Kong. I don't know about carrier pigeons, but I know a pelican with a map. Oh, okay. All right. So, and John says, "Hail Pudgy, hugs and cookies."
Yay!
Well, we don't have cookies. We don't have cookies, but Give me a moment here. I've got to do the pin. All right, message pinned. Okay, if you are so inclined, drop a tip in the tip basket and help the pod. Get more food. The pod needs food. Legatus asks, of all the games Pudgy's been playing, which one is Pudgy's favorite so far?
Well, let's see. So far, Pudgy's been having the most fun playing Half-Life 2 because Pudgy gets a crowbar.
You get a crowbar.
Yes. Yay!
Oh. Wow.
Although Pudgy also really liked that Dredge game, which was the fishing game.
Yeah.
It was really neat whenever Pudgy got to that to the third island because there was all those crashed airplanes and there was the one pilot that was hidden in the mangroves. But that was a bad section of the game because no matter which way Pudgy went, there were monsters every which direction.
Oh.
Yeah, and yet you had to collect dog tags from the fallen airmen. And then in the very end, after getting rid of all the monsters, the pilot guy says he couldn't leave. He had to stay with his buddies who fell on the island. So then Pudgy gets in a little boat and goes away, and then he's still down there, but then whenever Pudgy got to that fourth island with the volcanoes, then it was like, oh boy. But supposedly there's a DLC that's out for that game where you go into the polar ice north, and then you have to put the icebreaker equipment on the ship. It's only like $5, but Pudgy's gonna wait a little while. Because you never play a game whenever it first comes out. At least that's what Cobalt says, because it's got bugs and it has to do the patches, and then and then sometimes people decide, oh, you know what, maybe this is not necessarily a good thing. So it's really neat. Oh yeah, Mr. John. Yeah, Dredge was a lot of fun. The only bad part about Dredge is the ending. Ending number 1. You summon Cthulhu, and everyone goes away, and the town's set on fire. Ending number 2, the fisherman goes away, everyone else is safe. So either way, both endings are bad. Just ending number 2 is less bad. Yeah, and then Pudgy's been playing Bolt Gun from Warhammer. Pudgy got a chainsword in that game. It's just like Doom 1993, but it's got a heavy metal soundtrack. How come you're sad, Mr.
John says, no, I'm sad.
Aw.
And here's Phantom Outsider. Hello there, Phanty. I'm trying to.
Half-Life 2, Pudgy gets a little boat to drive around, and then there's a go-kart.
Oh, is it the same as the boat in one of your adventures? What you took the Lake Pontchartrain?
No, it's like an airboat, and there's a propeller on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Phantom Outsider, how you doing, my friend? Okay. So, games Pudgy plays. That'd be a good. Snortapoopa says, anyone who has the patience to figure out these games has me beat. I'm trying to download the Deep Space Nine Dominion Games War or Dominion Wars game, but I wish I could find it. I know I have it here in this house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew where I could find it, but I went to what is the name of the site again? What is the name of the site again? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where is it? It's My Abandoned Ware,
Oh.
and I can't seem to download it. Or I've got it downloaded. I just got to try and figure out how to activate it.
But the biggest problem with the old games, at least that's what Cobalt's telling Pudgy, is some of the games can't run on the modern computers. You actually need to find an old computer to run the games, especially the ones that were on the floppy disk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine was actually on the CD.
Oh.
So, and I know I've got it. I've got to find it. That is my quest. Yeah. Hello, Lord Thoth. How are you, sir?
Oh.
How are you? Let's see. Boy, people coming on.
This is just like that Monty Python movie. What is your name? What is your twist? What is the capital of Assyria? Ah!
Let's see. Who's tripping down the street? Who's tripping down the streets of the city, smiling at everyone he sees? Who's reaching out to capture a moment? Everyone knows it's Pudgy. Oh, I like that.
Yay!
Yeah. Mana mana Pudgy Pudgy. Mana mana Pudgy Pudgy. Mana mana Pudgy Pudgy. Pudgy. All right. I think we need.
Pudgy's baloney has a first name. It's Pudgy. Pudgy's baloney has a second name. It's Hedgehog.
Very good, Pudgy. All right. Who wants to see bread?
Oh boy, Pudgy does. Pudgy does.
Yeah, I know you do. Okay. This was the final result of the Cooking with Sandra segment we had on Thanksgiving Eve. Let's close that. Let's hide that. Snort. Yep, everybody's ready for bread.
Bread. Yay!
There it is. Here, let me make it big. There. Loaf 1.
Now, whatever you cut into it, was it soft on the inside, or was it the type that you can use for football?
Oh, it was soft.
Oh boy.
Yep. Snort says bread.
Bread.
Breadity bread.
Breadity bread.
What, bread reminds you of an old game you used to play on the old computer at your grandpa's house? Dalek? John says still looks like Princess Leia. Okay, and let's see. Okay, and here's the other loaf. I don't know if it showed.
Bread. This loading screen is brought to you by Sandra. Bread.
And there's the other one. Right next to
Oh.
the original one. Yeah. And we gave one. We gave one to the nice lady who owns the farm who was on the stream, who was on the interview a long while back, Dr. Cat.
Oh boy.
Yep. We took the grandkids over to her farm, and they liked petting the horses, looking at the donkeys, and looking at turkeys and piggies. It was a fun time. Okay. No, not the bread. What Pudgy was saying about old games. Yeah, I have it here. I just gotta find it. It's gonna drive me crazy until I find it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Hello? Oh, okay. Pudgy will connect you through.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Raymond.
Oh, hello, Mirror Pudgy. I knew you'd come in today. What? How are you doing?
Just spiffy, Mr. Raymond. Mr. Raymond, Mirror Pudgy has a question.
Uh-oh. Yes. What is your question?
Why did the loaf of bread break up with his girlfriend?
I don't know. Why did the loaf of bread break up with his girlfriend?
Relationship was crumbling.
That's harsh. That is harsh.
How does bread court his sweetheart?
I don't know. How does bread court the sweetheart?
With lots of flowers.
Oh. Ouch. That. Oh.
What does a loaf of bread say when breaking up with his girlfriend?
I don't know. What?
You deserve butter.
Oh.
Beer Pudgy, away!
Oh. I want to know how he got onto my phone line.
Bye, Mirror Pudgy.
I want to know how he got into the phone line.
Pudgy doesn't know.
Okay. Yeah. John Randall says, other loaf. Fresh, yummy. Waiting for butter or gravy bread. Yep. Donkey. What you use to open a dawn lock. Oh, you guys, the pain. The kitty table is open for business. And Snort said, I bet that bread tasted nummy without the butter. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
That's sign of a quality baking job. If whatever you cook tastes so good, you don't need to add anything to it.
Mm-hmm. But adding butter does add that little extra oomph.
That's true, Mr. Raymond. Hey, Mr. Raymond?
Yeah.
What do elves make sandwiches with?
Santa bread.
Shortbread.
I give up. Legata says, what's the point of a bald hedgehog? Nothing, because they're pointless. Oh, yes, John. I agree. Oh, dear, Legatus.
You know what the worst part about bread puns are?
What?
They get stale.
Oh, I agree with that, Pudgy. I agree with that. Snoopy agreed. What about a round of the hedgehog I am, hedgehog I am. I got candy for the lady next door. Tomorrow I'll be going back for even more because I'm Pudgy the hedgehog. Ah. Phantom Outsider started with the Pudgy songs. Hugs desktop with forehead. Oh, Snortapoopa says, in the mirror universe, bread is made from Portland cement. Oh.
You know what? It's probably more structural than the cement.
Yeah. What did one hedgehog say to another hedgehog? I'm so glad I pricked you. Oh. How does a hedgehog play leapfrog? Very carefully. Tell me, Pudgy, if someone took you, held you, nice and gentle, and rubbed you against the sweater, rubbed you against their sweater, how much electricity do your quills generate?
A fair amount, because Pudgy used to zap Cobalt all the time, and he'd be like, gosh darn it, Pudgy, ground yourself first. And Pudgy do it, zap, 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 zap.
Ah.
Yeah, then Pudgy would put the wool mittens on all four paws and go drag across the carpet, and then Cobalt would give Pudgy the look, and then Pudgy would zap Cobalt, and then Cobalt would say, "Aha, sure, go ahead and zap me again. See what happens." And Pudgy zapped him again, and then he ate a donut without giving Pudgy any.
Oh, what happens
So Pudgy learned, don't zap Cobalt too much, otherwise you don't get donuts.
What happens if you zap the bunnies?
Well, they get all fluffy, and then the bunnies are like, how do you do that, Pudgy? And Pudgy's like, magic.
Okay.
And the best part is, if Pudgy can withhold enough of a charge, Pudgy can do the Mega Zap. Legend speak.
You mean like that?
Sort of. Pudgy summoned the thunder and the lightning. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening to Pudgy. Galileo, Figaro. Oh! Pudgy's just a poor hedgehog, and everybody likes him. Pudgy's just a poor hedgehog, and everybody likes him. Scared of the monsters underneath the bush. Dun, 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 dun. Easy come, easy go. Will you let Pudgy go? Oh, you will let Pudgy go. Let Pudgy go. Do, do, do. Let Pudgy go. Do, do, do. Let Pudgy go. Let Pudgy go. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Awesome.
Right now, YouTube is really confused. They're like, we know it's a song, but why is there a dancing hedgehog with a Santa hat on the screen?
One must wonder. One must wonder. Let's see. What do you call a movie with Sonic the Hedgehog and Curious George? Too fast, too curious. I'm sorry, Sonic has nothing on Pudgy. Sonic has nothing on Pudgy. John said, I knew it. Phantom Outsider then apologies to Snoopy and Slapshot. A chorus of she would give candy to Slappy or a snort, but only to Pudgy. Pudgy, the hog I am. She would give candy to a Slappy or a Snort, but only to a Pudgy. And Pudgy the hog, I am. And John is saying, pull up, Eclair, Pudgy. And Snort says, Snoopy didn't like those puns. I have the feeling he didn't. In the mirror universe, corn shucks you. Ooh.
Oh. Okay. Since we're doing song time, we're gonna try it again and see if it works this go around. Pudgy's the very model of a modern major general. Pudgy's information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. Pudgy knows the kings of England and quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. Pudgy's very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. Understand equations, both the simple and the quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with lots of news, yes, with many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. Pudgy's very good at integral and differential calculus. Know the scientific names of beans and molecules. In short, in matters of vegetable, animal, and mineral. And Pudgy's a very major model of a major general. Oh, jeez.
Kind of exhausting, isn't it?
Oh, and that song keeps going.
Yes. Which is that the Danny Kaye song version or the Animaniacs song?
It's the Pirates of Penzance. Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, Dalek, can you do Gilbert and Sullivan? Can you imagine it can you imagine it in the Dalek voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try it on Saturday. New band from the 60s, Pudgy and the Electric Hugs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Legatus is saying, so Pudgy admitting Pudgy is the static electrical power source for a Dalek? Ooh.
Well, yes and no. Pudgy can only hold so much of a charge, and then eventually Dalek has to switch over to his normal power system.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Magic Pudgy and the Electric Hugs.
You know, it'll be a lot of Pudgy go boom.
Yep.
Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening to Pudgy, to Pudgy, to Pudgy.
And then there's, I always feel like Snorty's watching me, and I got no privacy. I always feel like Snorty's watching me. A polar bear is playing tricks on me. All right. Hello,
Yeah.
Matt G. Or Taylor Swift. Go ahead.
I always feel like Snorty's watching me. Dun, 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 dun. I've got no privacy. I always feel like Snorty's watching me. A polar bear is playing tricks on me. Du, 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 du.
All right. Taylor Swift greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. Hello, Matt G. John Rendell says, ha, ha, ha. What do you call a hedgehog with a carrot in each? What's each?
He means each ear.
Each ear. Anything you want, as the hedgehog can't hear you. Oh. Yes, Dalek. Ah. And Snort says, "There go the feathers." Yeah, just after they grew back. Rockwell song, so cool. Okay, here's an oldie. Snorty hates to get up in the morning. He'd love to remain in bed, but the hardest bowl of... Okay. Snorty hates to get up in the morning. He'd love to remain in bed, but the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. You gotta get up this morning. You gotta get up. Ah, yeah, that is an oldie. So, Pudgy, question for you.
Okay.
Are you retiring the old Pudgy look? This, the one where we've got the old Pudgy look, such as this one.
Yay.
Or my personal favorite.
Pudgy always gets a chuckle whenever there's all the eagles in that picture because Cobalt said to Pudgy, "Wow, when did my legs look so good?"
Yep. Or there's this one. This is my personal favorite. 5 out of 10, or 3 out of 5 hedgehogs like King Dolphin TV.
Yay!
We got Cowboy Pudgy, Fancy Pudgy, Basic Pudgy, Chainsaw Pudgy, or Mirror Pudgy. So, are we going to have a retirement party for this Pudgy look now that you've streamlined?
Well, Pudgy's still Pudgy.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
new look Pudgy.
Yeah, and those were the original pictures. To use proper terminology from the other shows that Pudgy plays on, it's referred to as really so that would be version 1, and then right now it's Pudgy version 2, and then eventually, if everything, Pudgy doesn't know if Pudgy needs to go to version 3, but with titles and added other stuff, it's all a case of how much does Cobalt allow Pudgy to spend. Because Cobalt has a credit card.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I hope Pudgy version 3 isn't Sonic.
No, it won't be Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah, Sonic would get mad, and then the Sega lawyers show up, and then there's all these weird they're not weird, but then all these Japanese buddies start showing up wearing suits, and it's like, "Hello, we have a question. It is Funny Esquire." And if you thought the dialect legal department was mean, just wait till you talk to the Sega people.
Oh, I know about that. Let's see. John Rendell says, Irving Berlin, awesome.
Yay.
And then Snort says, but then the bugler disappeared suddenly. Yeah. Snortapoopus covered that in the second message. Snortapoopus got you covered. Snort.
Snort, 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 snort.
Wonderful snort. Let's see. Yes, Cowboy Pudgy. Is there a
Oh,
pirate Pudgy?
that's a good idea. So let's see, pirate, and then fancy and cowboy.
We got Chainsaw Pudgy.
Oh, you know what? That would be neat if Pudgy had a little chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Pudgy has the hockey mask.
Ah, okay.
Wait, where is the hockey mask? Oh no, the bunnies take the hockey mask.
Oh no.
No, wait, no, wait. Okay, okay. Well, here it is.
Awesome. The hockey mask.
Yep. Yay!
Yeah.
But that doesn't really go. It doesn't really go with the Christmas hat, so
Yes.
Pudgy put it away.
Above Snorty's bugler disappeared is second and a half. Okay. Bunny's making popcorn in the hockey mask.
Pudgy, hope not. Pudgy only has that one mask.
Ah. I know it's unlikely you'll bring it back, but can you still do the classic Pudgy voice?
Yes, Pudgy still has that setting. The biggest problem in dialect is people say that they can't understand that voice. Yeah, whenever Pudgy was doing shows, like Stark of Iron, whenever he would come on the show, he'd be like, "I don't know what Pudgy's saying. It just and then there were other people that were saying that they couldn't understand Pudgy either. So Cobalt went behind the scenes and tweaked things to make Pudgy sound clearer.
Yep. So good. I remember when you first came on and you were just quiet and shy, and I was talking to Cobalt and you were quiet and shy. And now you're Pudgy.
Yay! But you know what the bad part about that show was? Pudgy was like, "Pudgy want to talk on the microphone," and then Pudgy would talk into the microphone, and it wouldn't pick up Pudgy. But so it required special microphones, and other settings, and there's something called a noise gate, and there's all these buttons, and Pudgy has audio meters, and there's little green bars that are bouncing up and down all over Pudgy's screen, and that's the reason why you should subscribe to Dialect 451.
Yes, subscribe to Dialect 451. Phantom says this setting is way, way clearer than original Pudgy. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, Legatus has a hard-hitting question. And then I've got the hard-hitting question after he does. How did you get the name Pudgy? What is the meaning behind the name? Ooh.
Wait. But that's Pudgy's name. Pudgy got named from Mama.
So she didn't give a reason.
Wait, but Pudgy doesn't know.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just the name that Pudgy's mom gave him. And there's Dalek 451. John Randall loves the classic Pudgy. Uh-oh.
Fun fact: Pudgy does have a name, but it's never been revealed.
Ooh. Ooh.
What? What do you mean?
Oh.
When were you gonna tell Pudgy?
Is it sort of like Spock that the name is unpronounceable? Ooh.
Oh, great. Now that's gonna keep Pudgy up all night trying to figure out what cobalt means.
Snorter Poopa says, because Pudgy is a sweet little butterball of joy.
Yay!
John says, because Hezekiah Hedgehog was taken. Dalek says, ooh, mysterious, yeah. Legata says, let me guess. Mama Hedgehog saw Pudgy's pudgy cheeks and decided to call Pudgy Pudgy, short for Pudgy Cheeks.
That might be it. All Pudgy knows is that first it was all warm and dark, and then suddenly it was cold. And then Pudgy saw Pudgy's mama, and she was tired, but she was smiling. And then this is the part. This is the part where Cobalt always says, "Okay, Pudgy, you gotta move forward in the story. Don't go that far back."
Pudgeford. Wait a minute, let me get my regal voice here, my aristocratic. Pudgeford D. Hedgehog the Third.
Oh.
Or Thurston J. Hedgehog the Fourth.
Oh.
The secret origin of Pudgy. Only Mama and Papa Hedgehog know the full story.
Pudgy doesn't remember Papa Hedgehog, only Mama Hedgehog.
Ooh. Silas Hedgehog. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Hawkeye Hedgehog.
That sounds neat, but then we gotta worry about the Disney people. So no, we can't use that name.
Oh, that's right. Disney owns MASH. Oh, yeah. There's the meme. MASH was created by Fox, and Disney owns Fox, so Klinger is a Disney princess.
Oh boy. That makes Pudgy's head hurt.
I know. Makes my head hurt.
Pudgy watched a couple episodes of MASH and with Cobalt, and Cobalt always says the same thing. 1 or 2 episodes is really good. Whenever you get to 4, then you really start to not like Alan Alda anymore.
Yeah.
Especially towards the later part of the series. He gets really preachy.
Yeah. But the last episode was awesome.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. Pudgy never watched it. It was on one time, but Pudgy fell asleep.
Oh, okay. Because Yigdup would be hard to pronounce. I think talk of Snoo Snoo and Birds and the Bees is still many years away for our Pudgy. Sean Ian McHedgehog. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Does Pudgy know Papa Hedgehog was a hedgehog from space? Brought to Earth by flying dolphins.
Oh boy, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. John Randall says, "Yep, quite true, Pudgy. Early MASH was better."
Yeah, Pudgy was watching TV on this weird channel. First it was MASH, then it turned into Bonanza, then it turned into Dennis the Menace. But it was in black and white, not the cartoon version. And then it flipped back over to MASH, and Pudgy's like, "Oh no, Pudgy's stuck in a time loop because we're back in MASH." And it was the same episodes that Pudgy saw before. It was on rotation.
Yep. Except I hated Trapper John. I liked BJ so much better. Trapper John stunk. I did not like Trapper John.
Okay,
And I didn't.
Pudgy, take your word for it, because Pudgy's drawing a blank on this.
And I also didn't like. Oh God. I forgot the first colonel's name.
Sanders?
Could have been, for all we know and care.
That reminds Pudgy. Pudgy gotta talk to Cobalt. We gotta go to Colonel Sanders to get biscuits.
Yeah.
And honey.
Actually, go to Red Lobster for their biscuits.
Oh yeah, the cheddar ones. Yay!
Yeah. Hrothgar, the hedgehog from Beowulf.
Oh. Pudgy has a little shield and a little sword and a Viking helmet. Oh wait, that's Hagar the Horrible.
Blake, Henry Blake. Yeah, okay. Adalbert Valenicius Hedgehog, my great-great-grandfather's name.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that one. That sounds real.
We're going old school with the names.
Mm-hmm.
Back in those
Henry
days,
Blake. What, Pudge?
Back in those days, there wasn't a civil war taught in school. Because it hadn't happened yet.
Yep. It was actually Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake. Yep. I liked Potter better, too. Oh, I did not like Blake. He was a...
Wait, Harry Potter was in MASH? Pudgy missed those episodes.
You did?
Wait, Pudgy's confused. When was Harry Potter in MASH?
I think after the second season, when BJ Honeycutt came on.
Ah, so that's where Hagrid came from.
Mm-hmm. Captain John Paul Hedgehog, I haven't yet begun to bounce.
Yay! Okay, Dala is starting to pick up on the joke Pudgy was trying to tell.
Ah.
Yeah, you said Potter, so Pudgy said Pudgy didn't remember Harry Potter in MASH.
Yeah. Or was it Sherman Potter?
I don't know, Harry Potter as in the wizard, in the movie.
Yeah. I think I got my Potters mixed up.
Yeah.
Let me see something. Time to bring out the old wiki world. Unless somebody can help me. Unless somebody has already done the research and gotten my old feeble brain.
Looks like Sandra put something in the chat.
Let's see what Sandra did. Sherman Potter. Where did I get Harry Potter from? Sandra has it, yeah. Snorter Pooper says, in the unaired sequel, MASH goes to Hogwarts.
all the soldiers get on the train, and then all of a sudden they wind up in Britain, and then they're like, "How did we get from to Britain from Korea?"
Yeah. Did you ever see the episode where Harry Morgan, that's where I got it from, Harry Morgan appeared on MASH when Blake was in charge. He was crazy Major General Steele, who thought Klinger was his wife. Yep, that was more or less his audition for the Colonel Potter character. Dalek, it was a mashup of names. Get it? Mashup. Thank you, Pudgy. Which actually would make sense because it was Harry Morgan played Sherman Potter. So, the mashup names there. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, Pudgy, I have a hard-hitting question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite cookie?
Oh boy. But every time Pudgy asks the question, everyone always says the same answer: chocolate chip cookie, and chocolate chip cookies are good. But if Pudgy has to be honest, Pudgy's most favorite cookie in the whole wide world are thumbprint cookies.
What time?
Thumbprints. Thumbprint cookies. There's sugar cookies on the actual main cookie, and then there's a dollop of ultra sweet icing on the top. It can be red, green, or white, or red, white, and blue, or it can be pastel colors, or sometimes they replace the vanilla icing with chocolate frosting. And Pudgy's like, oh boy, and whenever Tobo goes to the Italian Bear Bakery and get the cookies, yes, there's 10 in the 10 in the package. It used to be 12, but for some reason the Bears can't count anymore. So they put 10 cookies into the box and then Pudgy eats them all. So everyone knows you go to the bakery, and whatever that package is, it's serving size 1. Or in the case of Snore the Poopus, serving size 1/4.
Snore the Poopus says, send the dolphin to the kitty table. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Raymond doesn't have to go far because he owns the table.
That's true. That is true. And thank you, Sandra, for putting that out there. For some reason, I forgot the name. Okay, so thumbprint cookies. Ooh, okay. Oh, today someone brought in lemon cake with cheese, cream cheese frosting. Oh. Yes, it was noms. It was noms. John, I think you're right. Nutella thumbprint cookies. And Pudgy wins the Indy 500, Daytona 500, and Le Mans Grand Prix all on the same day.
Yeah. Couple that with some coffee.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, all the cars that were vintage in the Grand Prix, Pudgy sees driving on the road everywhere. And then Pudgy remembers that Pudgy has time traveled once again. The last time Pudgy time traveled, Pudgy met a real nice man. His name was Grover Cleveland. He was touring Pennsylvania, and he looked really confused when Pudgy appeared on his dashboard in his Model T. He's like, "Who are you?" And Pudgy's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Grover." And Pudgy's like, "Near? Far." And he didn't get the joke. And then Pudgy returned back to the present, and hopefully Pudgy didn't change the timeline too much.
Yeah, I still got my fluke. So you didn't change the timeline. So I think we're okay, Pudge.
Okay. Yay!
Yep. Okay. Add coffee. Pudgy wins the space race, and NASA sits there going, "What was that?"
Well, actually, Mr. John, for Pudgy to achieve orbital velocity, Pudgy needs to eat Brunschweider and onions and garlic and root beer, and then
Ooh.
and then Cobalt has to shake Pudgy gently, and then Cobalt runs away as quickly as possible.
Okay. So that's how you do it. Wow.
Yeah, last time Pudgy had that combination, Pudgy made it quite high into the sky, and then there's this a big tanker plane was flying past, and and it said C-130 on the outside, and the poor pilots are like, is that a hedgehog flying up into the sky? And then Pudgy's gas got sucked into the turbine engine, and then it backfired, and then Pudgy started to fall, and then Pudgy going down, 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 and Pudgy wound up in the Allegheny River, and then Cobalt had to drive down and fish Pudgy out of the river. But on the plus side, then we went to some place called Permane Brothers, and Pudgy got large sandwiches with French fries on top, and Pudgy's like, "Oh boy!" But Pudgy wanted to get the Brunschweider, and Cobalt said, "No, no more Brunschweider. We need to degas you."
Degasia. Degasia. Yep, that's so that's what they got to do. Degasia, huh?
Usually, but Cobalt just hugs Pudgy gently, and then Pudgy just toot, and eventually, then it all goes away while Cobalt makes the face.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pudgy's trying to find something neat to talk about.
Well,
Pudgy put on Twitter the one day, did you know that the world record for a pumpkin pie is 3,700 pounds?
Whoa.
It was a big pie. It wasn't very
Yeah.
deep, but it was really big.
Wow. That's cool. I've Snortapoopus sent a story that I found pretty fascinating. Would you like? Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
And we can have the cat hear it as well. Let's see. Let me find. John says John is officially broken. Now that is history. Broken while not in the chat. I wonder if you can ice skate on that pie.
That's a good question.
We'll find out. Okay, here we go. And this was given to me by Snortapoopus, Cuba, the Great Sea Story. The passenger steamer SS Warramoo was quietly knifing its way through the waters of the mid-Pacific on its way from Vancouver to Australia. The navigator had just finished working out a star fix and brought Captain John D.S. Phillips the result. The Warramoo's position was latitude 0 degrees 31 minutes north and longitude 179 degrees 30 minutes west. The date was 31 December 1899. Know what this means? First mate Peyton broke in. We're only a few miles from the intersection of the equator and the international dateline. Captain Phillips was prankish enough to take full advantage of the opportunity for achieving the navigational freak of a lifetime. He called his navigators to the bridge to check and double check the ship's position. He changed course slightly so as to bear directly on his mark. Then he adjusted the engine speed. The calm weather and clear night worked in his favor. At midnight, the SS Warramoo lay on the equator at exactly the point where it crossed the international dateline. Dun, dun, dun! The consequences of this bizarre position were many. The forward bow of the ship was in the southern hemisphere in the middle of summer. The rear stern was in the northern hemisphere in the middle of winter. The date on the aft part of the ship was 31 December 1899. In the bow forward part, it was 1 January 1900. This ship was therefore not only in 2 different days, 2 different months, 2 different years, 2 different seasons, but in 2 different centuries, all at the same time. Very cool. Did you fall asleep, Pudge?
Oh, sorry, but Pudgy had the microphone muted.
Oh, okay. What'd you think of that story, Pudge?
Ah, that was a neat story. Yay!
Yeah. That had to. Snorter Pooper says, and thus time travel is possible. Yeah, take that, Captain Finity.
Yeah.
Warramoo was everywhere at once. But they didn't become lizards. Yeah. Don't forget the don't forget that Voyager.
Yes? Oh, okay. Pudgy will connect you.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Raymond!
Hello, Mayor Pudgy. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. Mayor Pudgy just has a question.
Okay. Ask away.
So, what's coming up on Saturday?
Oh, you want me to jump the gun to show notes then?
Yeah, is it time for?
Not quite yet. I'm still having fun. Pudgy, are you having fun?
Ha! Mayor Pudgy has overrode the controls. Mayor Pudgy is in full control now.
Oh no.
Normal Pudgy is looking confused behind the station.
Oh no.
So that means it's time for corn.
Oh no. Oh no. Corn. Oh.
Yes, hot buttered corn in your area.
Huh. Hot buttered corn in the area, huh?
Learning a lot of jokes requires a lot of concentration.
Oh. That hurt.
The corn was worried he had a cough. His voice was getting a little husky.
Oh. Ouch.
Some corn, a carrot, and a cucumber all fell into the ocean. Now they're all seafood.
Oh.
Some say popcorn can be difficult to chew. I know where they're coming from. There's definitely a kernel of truth.
I need a drink on that one. Maybe some moonshine.
The corn farmer won the Nobel Peace Prize for extreme dedication to the world harmony. The corn stalks decided to hold a ceremony to honor their favorite scarecrow. They wanted to congratulate him on being outstanding in the field. Mayor Pudgy went to a party in a cornfield the other day. Mayor Pudgy wasn't expecting much, but it turned out to be a total cornball. Mayor Pudgy got lost for hours in the cornfield. Mayor Pudgy thought Mayor Pudgy was going to be scared, but it was actually an amazing experience.
Oh. Amazing grace.
No. Mayor Pudgy doesn't like that song. They play it all the time. It always ruins the part when Mikey Spock decides to be all heroic and save the day and eradicate Captain Kirk from the timeline, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, they start playing church music, and then the show's over, and it switches over to the infomercials. Oh, the glorious infomercials! Mayor Pudgy makes so much profit on the infomercials. Mayor Pudgy has a great idea for an invention to sell on the as seen on TV. It's a dialect that is a butter dispenser. But the best part is, whenever you twist the head, it shoots butter across the table onto the English muffin across from the person with the butter dispenser. And then Mayor Pudgy says, "Oh, this is a great idea." Mayor Pudgy talked to the Dolphin Emperor. The Dolphin Emperor is like, "I want to see a working concept here." So Mayor Pudgy created a working concept, and so the prototype is currently with the Dolphin Emperor. But Pudgy's like, "Dolphin Emperor, Mayor Pudgy needs the prototype back to go to the warehouse," and he's like, "Go away! I'm buttering toast." So eventually, Mayor Pudgy would get that butter dispenser back, and then we can go into production. But in the meantime, Mayor Pudgy's working on the next latest and greatest invention, a whole house vacuum system. Now, you might say, there's some houses that already have a whole house vacuum system. Not the one that Mayor Pudgy's working on. It can suck ghosts into the special containment unit, and it also, Mayor Pudgy's working with a team of gerbils, and the gerbils are like, they're all sent with little crash helmets to be loaded in, and then whenever the mom or the dad gets mad at the little kids, they can point the hose at the little kids and fire gerbils at them, and the gerbils would be like, "Yay!" and then the gerbils would bounce up and down and like, "Sit down and study," and that's how you cure ADHD in children, by gerbils and a whole home vacuum system that sucks ghosts into the basement. But not too many ghosts, because otherwise it compresses, and then you get a demon, and then all of a sudden, then the girl starts floating off the bed, and her head turns backwards and starts spewing pea soup everywhere. And that's the reason why you should subscribe to Mr. Raymond. Mayor Pudgy, away!
Bye, Mayor Pudgy.
Oh,
oh my. What Pudgy?
For some reason, Mirror Pudgy showed up as a commercial within your show.
I know that. That was weird. Dalek 451 says, "Get off the stage, Mirror Pudgy."
Why, Pudgy wonders how. Oh wait, what was that? Is it time for corn notes?
Yeah, too soon.
It's time for corn notes. It's time for corn notes. It's time for corn notes with Mr. Raymond, who hates this song. It's time for corn notes. Pop, pop.
That was good. He says, Snort says, corn liquor.
Well, candy is dandy, but liquor's Twitter. Whatever that
Yep.
means.
Mm-hmm. What would Mirror Pudgy rather hear? Amazing Grace, Baby Shark, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Baby corn, baby corn, baby corn, baby corn.
I have
Baby,
never heard.
Carrot. Ugh. What is that, tongue twister?
Yeah. Mirror Pudgy is moonlighting at AdSense.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why Pudgy gets so many commercials while watching YouTube. Mirror Pudgy's behind the scenes going, okay, all right, we're going to get to the good part, the part that explains everything. Commercial!
Yeah.
And it's always a long commercial, and by the time the commercial break is over, and Pudgy got the advertisement for to buy a car, which Pudgy's not allowed to buy because Pudgy's a hedgehog, and Pudgy's like, oh, but Pudgy wants to play in the car now, and then Pudgy forgets what Pudgy was watching, and then it's like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Get back to the car, and then whenever it gets to the next commercial break, then they're selling medicine for some reason. And Pudgy's like, no, Pudgy wants the car. Bring back the car. And then the video shows up again, and then Pudgy remembers what it was about, but then Pudgy forgot the middle part, so then it still doesn't make any sense. That's the reason why Cobalt bought the YouTube thingy where it takes the commercials out. So whenever Pudgy goes over to the tree, we can just watch shows directly. And then that's when you realize that some of the videos that are out there really could benefit from a Toyota commercial.
Yeah. Ha! At last, we are free to let the corn fly.
Yeah.
Yep. And Phantom Outsider says, in the mirror universe, the song is all I want for Christmas is corn.
All I want for Christmas is corn. Pop, 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 pop. And now, Phantom Outsider, you have doomed your universe. Mariah Carey will make the new version, and it will start in August.
Oh, that's evil. That is evil. Thank you, Phantom Outsider. You and Mirror.
We're never gonna get the thanks away.
No.
It's just gonna go straight to Santa time. Although Pudgy likes Santa, he's nice.
Yeah, but still, that's gonna make for an ugly season. An ugly season.
Everybody knows the reason for the season. It's cookies.
Cookies, yes. Christmas cookies.
And peanut butter cookies and chocolate chip cookies. You know, and then there's those no bake thingies, you know, which is the oatmeal, you know, and the peanut butter and the chocolate. Every so often someone makes those and Pudgy tries it and it's like, oh boy, there's Snorta Poopus.
Yep, there's Snorta Poopus.
And Snorted Poopus is looking in the car saying, "Oh boy, is that fine Corinthian leather?"
I love how the little eyebrows are raised up. You could see the Snorted Poopus eyebrows.
Or wait a minute, maybe the eyebrows are up because someone's having corn.
Oh, true. Oh, we have a new person here. It's the hiking painter. Hello, the hiking painter. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. Please hope you like it and subscribe and help your will enjoy yourself. Welcome, the hiking painter.
But
Phantoms.
hiking painter, the corn farmer had a knack for success. His tactic was to corn the market.
Releasing the carrier corn cobs. So far, they pretty much don't so much as fly or as plummet. Santa corn is coming to town.
Did you know that corn has a favorite food? It loves Cobb salad.
Rudolph the red-nosed corn cob. There's corn in my... let's see.
Why was Mirror Pudgy booed off the stage?
I don't know.
All of his jokes were corny.
Oh. Snorty seems concerned for the passengers. He knows they'll be much warmer in his tummy, LOL. LOL. He's probably saying, "Get in my belly right now." Cornographic imagery. Except you don't see him in Virginia. You can't see cornographic imagery in Virginia.
What do you call a cow who trips in the cornfield?
I don't know, clumsy?
Corned beef.
Oh dear.
But Pudgy agrees with you, Sandra. It doesn't make any sense. Who came up with a no-bake cookie recipe? It's not really a cookie. It's more like a hockey puck.
Snort says, "Excuse me, sir. Do you have time to talk about cheeses?" "Yeah, we can get a little cheesy." Snorty singing, "Hey there, little Miss Riding Hood. You sure are looking good, but I just ate a wolf on my way over here." Take care, hiking partner, hiking painter.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes, thanks for coming. Hope you liked and subscribed. Okay. Easy bake hockey puck.
Yep.
But we've been cheesy for 2 years now. Yep, we have. Yes, we have.
And on that note,
yep, it is time. Now make sure, Pudgy, that you take down the schedule. I'll send it to you. Just make sure you back me up.
corn. Notes with Mr. Rain. Pop. Corn.
Where are you?
Notes with Mr. Rain. Show notes with Sandra too. Mr. Raymond, push the button.
Show notes. Okay, Snort, you gotta take off for a few minutes. All right. Orville Redden. Let's see. The guy that says popcorn. John Rendell says Orville Redenbacher got nothing on Pudgy. Okay, so show notes. Okay, this Saturday, yes, the normal Saturday, just cuz will be going on. We'll have Pudgy, we'll have Dalek, we'll have Faz, we'll have the usual pod here, ready to cause mayhem and have a lot of laughs on December 2nd as we break in the winter season. I hate saying that, I really do. But yes, December 2nd, just cuz. A week from tonight, we're going to have Rob Ellis from 3D Printing. He will show us some of his stuff and tell us what he does. So that'll be a lot of fun. On December 10th, I have an away mission on the 9th. So we will be doing a Sunday show. Pudgy, give the intro.
Sunday. Unedited, uncensored, unvarnished, unfiltered, unexplored,
and unabashed. So that's going to come up on the 10th. And as we know, every Saturday is just cuz, except when I have away missions. So that is what's coming up. And let me, Pudgy, I'm going to send this to you. And if you've got questions, just let me know.
Okay.
There you go.
On page 4 of the car manual, where is screw 12? Oh wait, not that type of question.
Right. Okay. There you go. Not the poop. Well, let's close out show notes. And let's see. Let's do the old school one since it seems to go with corn.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes with Mr. Raymond and Sandra too. It's time for show notes.
Dun. All right. So that was show notes. And let's see. Snorter Poopus gives us our take care every human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and red-lipped batfish. A red-lipped batfish. I'd like to get a picture of that. Let's see. There's footage of a cameraman in a moving bear-proof cage, and the polar bear is trying to figure out how to get in there. And Snort says, I remember him. Delicious. No, he got away. You didn't have that screwdriver you found yet. Looking out the window, it's time for show notes. What the heck is that, Pudgy? What was that? You're invaded.
Whoops.
Someone's invading your territory.
No, but Pudgy was... Sorry, Mr. Raymond. Pudgy was experimenting.
Oh, okay. Dalek says, "Oh, I got it. Looking out the window, it's time for snow notes. Oh." Dalek says, very good show, guys. Night Raymond, night Pudgy, night Pod. See you Saturday.
Good night, Dalek.
Night Dalek. And let me start thanking everybody who is. Sandra says that's a bad word. Yes, it is. I loved when Pudgy went into Eris's house and said, "Heat, heat." I know I didn't say it right, but I thought that was cool.
Pudgy never complain about summer again.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. All right, so let us start thanking everybody. Thank you, Admiral Teague, Dadman Walking, Dare Bonsai 23, the Hiking Painter. Welcome. Welcome. Lord Thoth, the Phantom Outsider, Rose Wolf. Thank you. Taylor Swift, Greater Than Disney, also known as Matt G. And the amazing Wrench Team. Starting out with Sandra, the producer and baker of amazing things. Alrighty then. John Rendell, our co-host on Saturday. Co-host. Dalek 451, extrapolate, exterminate, exfoliate. Legatus Legionnaire, the first one, the last one, first one in, the last one out, my friend. And Jokester Supreme. And of course, how could we end a show? How can we end a show without you know who? Start up a pass. Yo, bar. Hey, I look pretty cool with gray hair on my head. Great show. Dot scream. Great show. Great show. See you Saturday, everybody. Have a bite on me. Snort. Take care, brother. Take care. Dot scream. All right. So that is everybody. John Rendell says, like, share, subscribe, mow the lawn, rinse, and repeat. Pudgy, this was a great show. I am glad you were able to be here on such short notice.
Thank you for inviting Pudgy. Pudgy had a lot of fun.
Yep. And
Hey.
let's put your channel out there. Let's see. I know you're working on Santa or Pudgy Saves Christmas.
Yep. So,
Okay.
chapters 1 through 4 of Pudgy Saves Christmas is now uploaded to Pudgy's YouTube page. Pudgy's working with Cobalt on converting chapter 5, and we're all set to do the last chapter of Pudgy Saves Christmas on this coming Tuesday. So Tuesday of next week. Thursday, Pudgy's going to be playing a game. Cobalt told Pudgy that Pudgy can't play bolt gun for a little while because it's been making Pudgy a little bit too excitable. So Pudgy says, okay, you know what? Let's play a nice calm game. It's something called Pizza Tower.
Oh.
So that's going to be on Thursday. Yeah, it's going to be on Thursday. It's some sort of platformer. So, and then Saturday will be Just Cuz with Mr. Raymond. And then Pudgy's going to do a show on Sunday and Pudgy's gonna do another show with Half-Life 2.
All right. Pudgy is a busy little hedgehog.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Just make sure you eat your food and you get your naps.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So thank you again, Pudgy. And I will see you on Saturday. Same with all of you. I will see you all on Saturday. And we are going to have a great time on Just Cuz. Good night, everybody. Be safe. Love you all.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
This segment is brought to you by TheDolphinBoys.com.
Still on? We still on? Oh, yes, we are still on.